Hey guys, it's Coach Brian, and I just wanted to go over a couple things real quick. I just finished going over the grades for May and June, and just seeing how many of the kids that are really taking the class seriously, that are really turning all their assignments, are showing up for all the workouts. It shows a tremendous level of dedication to the game, to the program, a tremendous level of perseverance, and there are a lot of kids. I'm kind of disappointed that they're not taking it more serious, or they're not as dedicated to it. It's a different way to learn. Like I completely get it. It's a different way to coach. I talked to a few of the kids, and oh, coach, I don't really like doing stuff on the computer as much. The computer stuff is boring. I don't like doing the Zoom workouts. I don't like coaching like that. I don't like staying up late designing the videos and putting together all that stuff. It's a lot easier just to go in the gym and coach. But here I am adapting, and a lot of the kids are adapting. They're figuring it out, and that says a lot about the kid. That says a lot about. I think a lot of the kids are gonna take that with them. Just figure it out. Just figure it out. It's more than just the skills. It's more than just the drills. It's more than just staying busy. At the end of the day, that's life. Just figure it out. My first day on the job as a college coach, the head coach told me that I was excited. It was like, oh, I can't wait to show my guys these drills. And it's in my head, I'm imagining all these drills and moves and stuff like that, and just coaching things that in my head, that's what coaching is. Teaching the kids how to do all these different things. And the coach knew that I was coming in thinking that. And so he sat me down and he said, it's not what you think it is. I'm like, what you mean? Like, it's not what you think it is. He's like, that's the smallest part of the job. He said, we got facility requests, which it was like almost every single day. We had to fill out facility requests, transportation requests, paperwork, hotel, per diem, trying to figure out, housing for the kids, financial aid. This kid didn't turn in any of his paperwork. This kid, hasn't got his transcripts yet. He hasn't got a physical yet. You got to go get him over here, over there. And, you'd think, this is college, these are young men. You would think they'd be able to take care of a lot of that stuff on their own, but they just don't. And it kind of falls in your lap as a coach. And so you have to help these kids figure out how to get through these obstacles. In their mind, they're obstacles because they may be things that they're just not used to doing. So it's an obstacle. And so he made it clear. He made it clear that that's the job. By the time you get on the court, that's the easy part. That's the smallest part of the job. But all the other stuff is the hard part. And dealing with the adversity is the hard part. Dealing with the curveballs, the unexpected. So, the whole year he's telling me to expect something that we don't expect to happen. And so it was kind of like, I trusted him. I played for that coach, so I trusted him. I knew him for a long time, and I knew he knew what he was talking about. So I was there, open-minded, ready to learn. But sure enough, adversity struck. Probably 4 or 5 of our starters ended up not being able to play for one reason or another. Guys got kicked off the team, all type of stuff. So it's like a whirlwind of things that happened that we would have never expected, never ever in a million years expected. But we figured it out. The team ended up struggling at first, and then we ended up being conference champs. We did pretty well in the playoffs. I think we won maybe 2 playoff games, something like that. But definitely overachieved, had a really good record. I attribute it to the coach knowing what to expect, knowing that we were going to have to go through some adversity. And so, I took that information as I went and coached at St. Anthony's High School. The head coach was really similar in terms of his mentality, different coaching style, but his mentality was really similar to the coach at the other college. And it was weird to see how similar their perspective was. And I guess it just comes from dealing with kids, dealing with, the game, just coaching for year after year after year. But, at the end of the day, it's produce. It's sacrifice and produce. Sacrifice and produce. And I don't think enough kids know what's being sacrificed. So, if you tell a kid, to work hard, Okay, that sounds great, but yeah, they don't really know what working hard is. They only know it from, their perspective. They don't necessarily get to see the other kids that are making it, that are really figuring it out, that are really working hard. And so, for example, the coach at St. Anthony's, I saw him take that team from a Division Four team all the way up to Division One, Open Division. We played the number one team in the country, and gave them a fight. I think they beat us by maybe 8 or 9 points, something like that. And so, huge, just huge. That doesn't happen, but it does. If you do everything right, it actually does happen, and it did happen. And so, the reason that it happened is the blueprint. The blueprint was the work. The work was stuff that you would never see. Like the kids were literally at lunch every single day at lunch watching film. Get your, you get like 10 minutes maybe at the beginning of the lunch to go grab your lunch or whatever, go get your, go stand in line, get your food, or maybe have one of the younger guys go get the food for you in coach's class watching film, sacrificing their whole, I know when I was in high school, it was like, go have fun, lunchtime, let's go have fun, let's chill. Nah, those kids sacrificed. And because they sacrificed, they paved the way, they set the bar, they raised the bar every year. But it was a blueprint. And so that work, that sacrifice turned into something special, and it's continuing to turn into something special. And so, in my opinion, that's the thing that kids don't see. They don't get to see, they don't get to be inspired by those type of efforts and those type of, just those type of things that kids are doing. And they would assume that, oh yeah, I'm working really, really hard. I'm working, in fact, I read the stuff that the kids post in our class, and it's like, coach, I'm gonna start spending 15 minutes every day working on my shot. And that's great if you haven't been spending any time. But, there's another kid that's spending 2 hours a day. Like, what's your 15 minutes gonna do compared to his 2 hours? It's just, it just doesn't match up. And so, my biggest thing is just trying to figure out how to inspire the kids. If we can inspire the kids, then the sky's the limit. And I don't want to limit them. I don't want the kids to feel like they can only play in high school or they can only play in college. A lot of the kids say they want to be professionals. It's a big difference between, wanting to be really good or be a pro and being inspired to do what it takes to be that. And as long as I see as many kids as I do taking the class serious, I think we had like maybe 35 kids that had an A in the class for the last couple months. And then a lot of kids, like I said before, that a lot of kids that didn't do as well as they probably should have, because it's new, it's a different scenario than what they're used to, and so obviously, that's always a struggle. But you gotta get through it. You gotta figure it out if you're serious about it, if you're really serious about it. And so the best part about this process, it helps me figure out who's really serious and who's not, who I should spend the extra time with, and who we're wasting time with. So, and I hope they figure it out as well. But nonetheless, I just really want the kids that are really taking it serious, that are really trying to get better every day. I want them to know that I'm really trying to get better at teaching you to help figure out more creative ways to, keep you engaged. And, I know it's not easy. I know it's not always fun, but I do know that it's worth it as far as basketball, as far as just, where you're going in life, just the type of person you're going to be that just doesn't give up. And so I would hate for all this work to go to waste. So let's keep rolling, guys. As long as we need to, let's keep rolling. Let's try to stay locked in and focused. Let's keep getting better. And, I know I'm going to keep getting better at trying to figure out how to get you better. So I just want to say thank you for sticking with me. And, hopefully this is almost over. Can't wait to get you guys back in the gym. But until then, let's stay on the grind. Let's stay focused. Great opportunity to get ahead of some guys that weren't ready for the adversity. Great opportunity to get ahead of some guys that rather train in person. Great opportunity to get ahead of some guys that, couldn't figure out how to use the computer. It's 2020. Got to know how to use the computer. But, it's a great opportunity. So I can't wait to see how it turns out. And so with that said, let's finish strong. So hopefully we only have another month, maybe 2. I don't even know. But however long it is, let's finish strong. I'm sure the bigger part of this quarantine is behind us. And so let's finish strong. Let's keep getting better. Let's stay focused. Let's keep getting smarter. Let's just keep learning, and let's just keep on. If there's another obstacle, let's just keep on dodging them. Let's keep persevering, like you guys have been doing. And the guys that aren't, it's a great opportunity to start taking it a little more serious and stepping up. But the guys that are, let's stay focused. Don't let those other guys catch up. All right, guys.